When we visualize the Ramayana, our minds naturally move towards the final war in Lanka, the golden fortress across the ocean awaiting the arrival of Prabhu Shri Rama. But long before the Vanarsena constructed the Rama Setu, this golden city had already witnessed a major war, the first war of Lanka. And this was not a defense against an invading foreign army, it was a war between two half-brothers of the same bloodline, Ravana and Kubera. Both were sons of the Rishi Vishwakarma, and yet both chose a radically different path for themselves. This is a sacred story of how Lanka was first lost and then won. It is the account of Ravana's first victim, his own elder brother Kubera, the divine guardian of direction and wealth, and the original master of the Pushpaka Vimana. While modern cinematic adaptations focus almost exclusively on the final battle, ancient scriptural accounts in the Uttarakhanda show us that Ravana's path to absolute power started much earlier. It began with envy, cosmic wounds, and the forcible takeover of his brother's sacred Lanka. To understand the fall of Lanka, we must examine its origin. And long before Ravana transformed it into a military empire, Lanka was an abode of absolute purity, order, and spiritual harmony. The scriptures say that the divine architect, Vishwakarma, constructed the entire city out of solid gold in the direction of the cosmos. It was designed to reflect the divine geometry, light, and balance. Scriptural accounts align the ancient location of Lanka along the equatorial line, with traditions identifying the central highlands of present-day Sri Lanka, including sites like Sigiriya, as surviving reflections of these early Puranic structures. The ruler chosen to govern this golden paradise, the Swarna Lanka, Soneki Lanka, was Kubera. Unlike Ravana, he was not a Rakshasa. Kubera was a Yaksha. He did not claim this kingdom through conquest or lineage alone. He earned it through thousands of years of severe austerity, strict discipline, and unwavering devotion to Bhagavan. And because Kubera was entirely free from personal greed, Brahma entrusted him with a sacred cosmic duty. He was designated as a Lokapala, a guardian of the northern direction and custodian of the physical treasures of the universe. And as his rightful residence, he was given the golden city of Lanka, which was built by Vishwakarma. Under Kubera's rule, Lanka flourished. The city was inhabited by Yakshas, gentle nature spirits who protected natural elements of the earth. As a further blessing, Kubera received the celestial Pushpaka Vimana. Yes, that's right. The Pushpaka Vimana originally belonged to Kubera and not Ravana. This aerial vehicle was capable of moving at the speed of thought. It didn't need a driver. It was driven entirely by the consciousness of the pilot. And this was Lanka in its original age, a realm built on virtue, where material prosperity remained strictly aligned with Dharma. But then, what happened to it? How did Adharma, in the form of Ravana, arrive in Lanka? The equilibrium of Lanka was disrupted from within the royal lineage. Now, Kubera was a son of Rishi Vishwakarma with his wife Daiva. Later, Rishi Vishwakarma married a Rakshasa princess called Kaikeshi, and from this marriage, 4 children were born: Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Vibhishana, and Shurpanakha. Although they shared the same father and received the same scriptural instruction, their inner motives diverged completely. The Uttarakanda of Ramayana highlights a pivotal moment in Ravana's youth. One afternoon, Ravana witnessed Kubera visiting their father. He arrives in the radiant Pushpaka Vimana, and the sight of his elder brother's cosmic status and that Vimana sparked this intense envy, jealousy in young Ravana, an emotion that was systematically nurtured by his mother Kaikeshi. It was she who urged him to claim dominance over all creation, and driven by this intense ambition, Ravana and his brothers undertook severe traditional penances, acts of profound physical discipline and focus. But where Kubera had sought spiritual alignment and cosmic order through his penances, Ravana and his brothers sought invincibility and power over all living beings. Pleased by his unwavering willpower, Brahma granted Ravana powerful boons, making him virtually unkillable by devas, celestial beings, or spirits. And armed with these boons, Ravana cast aside respect for his elder brother. He viewed Lanka not as a sacred realm, but as a prize to be conquered. With a massive Rakshasa force at his back, Ravana issued an ultimatum for the immediate surrender of Lanka. Recognizing the impending destruction, their father Rishi Vishrava intervened. Understanding that Ravana possessed cosmic invincibility boons, that is, he cannot be killed by Devas or Yakshas or anyone, and was driven by supreme pride, the wise sage advised Kubera to leave the city without causing unnecessary bloodshed of his people. And Kubera, prioritizing the preservation of life, of his subjects, of his people, and maintaining his adherence to Dharma, accepted his father's counsel. He vacated the city, relinquishing the golden Lanka and allowing Ravana to claim the throne and seize the Pushpaka Vimana. The golden city had fallen. A kingdom established as a reward for selfless devotion was taken by brute force. This critical transition, where material wealth is displaced by force, yet true spiritual authority remains intact, is a foundational theme across ancient Indian literature. And analyzing these subtle layers of a sacred history is what inspired my non-fiction works like Naaga and Daiva. And if you truly value this deep, scripturally grounded analysis, then take a second to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. Your support truly motivates me to make more contents for you. Now let us look back at where Bhagawan Kubera went next, and how this initial betrayal sealed Ravana's ultimate fate. After leaving Lanka, Kubera did not sink into despair or anger. Instead, he journeyed northwards towards the Himalayan heights. Near Mount Kailasa, the sacred home of Mahadeva Shiva, he established the city of Alakapuri. Although he lost a city made of physical gold, Kubera's spiritual authority expanded significantly. By aligning himself directly with the presence of Shiva, he became established as a permanent treasurer of the cosmos. Because physical property and material wealth can be seized through aggression and brute force, but spiritual understanding remains beyond the reach of physical force. Meanwhile, back in Lanka, Ravana converted the peaceful realm, the Golden City, into a heavily fortified military capital. His power grew and his name began to strike fear across the three worlds. The entire empire was erected upon the betrayal of his own brother. This initial act of unrighteousness or adharma established the internal precedent for his future actions. His ego expanded unchecked, leading to the abduction of Mata Sita, the eventual war with Prabhu Shri Rama, and the ultimate burning of the very golden city he had taken by force. So what is the moral of the story? When we study the Ramayana, we learn that the events on the battlefield of Lanka were not isolated occurrences. They were the culmination of choices that were made decades and maybe centuries prior. Ravana's capture of Lanka was his first great material victory, but it was also the first fundamental crack in his foundation. It leaves us with a quiet principle to reflect upon. What holds true value in the end? The temporary capacity to take by force, or the steady wisdom to live by Dharma? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And thank you for tuning into Chaturya by K. Kumar. And if you found this video from our sacred history meaningful, then please like and share this video with fellow seekers. May Prabhu Shri Rama be with you.